Seems like you've really come on. Your teammates are saying nice things about your coaches. Like, what's been the difference from last year, other than just being a true freshman last year, now redshirt freshman being here? What's the difference for you, Zen?
I think this offseason, I really tried to focus. And like last offseason as a freshman, you're kind of like in survival mode. Like everything's new, like trying to get through stuff. But this offseason, I kind of felt like just talking to the whole room. Like we needed depth, we needed to step up. So I just took a lot of time with Mike, our GA, right after spring ball, and I feel like we did endless drills, probably. Just trying to get better, trying to build my confidence just in pass protection and everything. And Coach Mick, just the whole offseason being on me, trying to get me better. So I think that was a big factor of it.
Yeah, Coach Day was also talking you up at Big Ten Media Day, so it sounds like you're going to be the second team left tackle to start out with. How's that going so far?
It's going good, yeah. First practices, spy practice is good. Pad practices, just, we got to get back in the speed of things, like it's long, hard practices. So like at the end of practice, you can't be gassed, because like if you go up there gassed, you're just going to get torched, especially pass protection. That's what I'm trying to build right now, and just trying to get better every day like that, pretty much.
You got the Indiana connection on the O-line with Coach Fry, yourself, and Josh Fryer. I think you and Josh are pretty close, I think. Just speak about that a little bit, if you would.
We talk about it almost every day in meetings, like me, DeJuan, Josh.
And DeJuan, yeah.
Someone will bring it up. I mean, Josh will go by Indiana sometimes. Like, it's a good thing. I love Josh, DeJuan. We're all really close.
Who are you competing with for that backup left tackle spot? What's that competition? Who are you competing with?
Right now, I guess it would be one of the freshmen. Right now, it's just they're still learning the speed. Obviously, some of their first practices. They didn't come in the winter, so they're still adjusting to it too. We're just all trying to get better as a team. Really, the competition definitely helps. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
How much more comfortable do you feel now than the beginning of this time?
Definitely more comfortable. I feel like last year, starting out in the threes, you're going up there in the middle of the team run, and you're like, I'm walking up, you forget everything. Like, the play, everything goes out of your mind. But now, I'm trying to communicate down the line, make sure everyone knows the calls, just trying to be on the same page, pretty much. Still trying to get comfortable in pass protection mainly still. That's probably my biggest thing. But yeah, definitely more than last year.
Are you to the point where you're kind of taking ownership of that spot right now, or are you still swimming with it?
At the second left tackle spot, I feel like over the offseason, with the amount of work that I put in with the G, I feel like I've been owning that spot. I obviously have a bunch of stuff that I got to fix. I'm not perfect in any way right now. So, yeah, but I definitely think I have a lot more ownership than I did last year.
How's that feel?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. It gives me a lot more confidence knowing that other people have confidence in you. And it's not like you're getting thrown in. Like last year, I got, when we had injuries, I moved up to the second string left tackle for a lot of the practices and stuff like that. And I didn't have the ownership of it, but I definitely feel like I do now.
Remind me how much weight you've put on since, I believe, the end of your junior year in high school. Weren't you like at 215 pounds or something? Just go through that and how much you weigh now.
Right now I'm 310, so I'm about 100 pounds. It's rough. Gaining weight a lot of people will look at it as just getting to eat a lot of food, but it is so much more than that. It is, I'm a big sweat. I lose a lot of calories at workouts, so after workouts I gotta eat. Immediately I have to eat certain times with a certain amount of calories, and sometimes you don't want to eat, and sometimes you're really you might be sick and you can't eat, and you lose 10 pounds and you have to fight for that back. So it's rough, but I'm really happy that I was able to gain it.
Were you drinking a little bit of everything, like protein shakes, eating as much as you can? As you're saying, it's because you're working out. It's not like you're just sitting around eating Big Macs all day.
It's a lot. I got into a good routine during the summer is where I got a lot of my good weight. I feel like once I figured out the eating patterns I needed to eat on, the certain times a day was a really big thing. Once I got that down, it was so much easier, because at first I was just trying to eat one or two big meals, and then you're not gaining any weight because you're just filling up quick. But yeah.
And the big weight gain came between your junior and senior years. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Basically, how much did you gain at that time?
I probably went in my junior year around 285 or something, so about 70 pounds, which I'm sure it wasn't all good weight because I'm in high school. I'm workouts aren't nearly as hard. I'm just eating whatever. But once I got here, Coach Mick got me on the right schedule on Kayla for sure.
And then you started blowing up as a recruit. What was it like when a school like Ohio State started knocking on your door? Other schools?
It was really hard because I'm a guy that I think a lot kind of in football, so like I get a lot of pressure on me. Like, I remember my senior year going into games, like you're walking on the field, like everyone's like, "Oh, is that the Ohio State recruit kid?" And you're like, you gotta live up to the name that you gotta give it, like the O on your chest, pretty much.
Do you view this year as an opportunity? I mean, Harris and DeWand are both going to have NFL decisions to make after this year. Do you view this as an opportunity to kind of prove yourself and put yourself in that position to potentially start a year from now?
Definitely. That is something that I've thought about a lot, and I've talked to a lot of the coaches about, and just that I gotta really step up this year, and I gotta get out of the bad habits of like a freshman player. Like, I'm still pretty young as a player. Like, this is just my second camp, so I got a lot of stuff to fix, but I have a whole season to fix it. So yeah, I'm pretty confident.
When you hear them talk about, you know, the need for more offensive line depth, like, do you feel that as like a pressure yourself that you need to be one of those guys who, if somebody goes down, you need to be ready to step in?
Yeah, I remember last year whenever we lost Thayer and Nick, like those were our guys. Like, those were the people I looked at. Like, Nick was my big brother, so. When he left, I was like, and my spring ball meeting, Coach Day talked to me and was just like, our depth at O-line, like, unless that's something that is very crucial right now and that we're kind of nervous about. And I feel like it did put a lot of pressure on us, and I got with Josh and the other guys that are starting it. We're just like, man, we got to step up and like really help. Like, if someone goes down, it can't be like last year where like we got to like move people around. We got to have people like go in and fill those spots out.
All right, thank you, Zen.